Now, here's a video that was kind of meant to be made quite a while ago. So, Pokemon Day 2023 kind of passed. The series is well 27 years old, and of course, next February, the series will, of course, be 28 years old. So, the question is, what rumors were floating around during this time? Well, that's kind of why I'm here today for, is to kind of take a look at some of the more interesting rumors surrounding the series during 2022 and 2023. So, let's take a look at them. Obviously, the first one I have is, of course, Generation 10, or Gen X, because that sounds cooler. So, a new Pokemon generation obviously will eventually happen, but a new Pokemon generation, like a few months after Scarlet and Violet launched, yeah, is definitely something that will probably never happen. But for some reason, people kept speculating that we would get a new generation announced this year. Obviously, that didn't happen. I mean, we all know what did happen, so I'm going to kind of take some of the probably surprising appeal out of this video, but let's just reminisce of what could have been. Because at number 4, we of course have a new Mystery Dungeon game, or a remake. The Mystery Dungeon games have been around since the Game Boy era of Pokemon. Well, kinda. I mean, they kinda did launch towards the end of Gen 3, but these games seem to be liked. And so there were rumors that a new Mystery Dungeon or a remake would have been announced. Honestly, I kinda never believed in this one. I mean, I didn't believe the last one either. But this one kinda just seemed very unlikely, because, I don't know, Nintendo, well, Pokemon, I don't really think they've ever announced a spin-off on Pokemon Day. I think the spin-offs have usually been announced, like, any other time. Of course, I could be wrong. But obviously, moving on to my number 3 pick, we of course have the one that actually did come true, and that is of course Pokemon DLC. Well, at least for Scarlet and Violet. DLC is pretty much kind of a given these days for Pokemon. I mean, with the success of Sword and Shield's DLC, and from what I've seen, the success of the Scarlet and Violet DLC, it kind of seemed that it would have been a no-brainer. So, obviously, of course, there was speculation if these games would have gone DLC, which, I mean, we kind of do know that they did. So I'll be moving on to the next one, which is, of course, a new Legends game. Pokemon Legends Arceus sold pretty well and is one of the more beloved games in the series, which kind of isn't surprising, because as much as I love Gen 8 and Gen 9, these games definitely had a rough span. But of course, as the rumor stated, there would have been a new Legends game. The ones I have been seeing are either focusing on Celebi, Kyurem, or Zygarde. And of course, obviously that didn't happen. But honestly, could a new Legends game ever happen? Potentially, but who knows, it might just be a one-off experience, just like the Let's Go games. And of course, at number 1, we of course have, well, Gen 5 remakes. This one, I guess, could have happened. I mean, Generation 5 kinda has been, I mean, people have been wanting remakes of these games since, like, I think before BDSP came out. But then you have the camp that kind of don't want new remakes because of what happened to these games. Then you have people like me who just kind of want Nintendo just to focus on something else. Well, Pokemon. My bad. Yeah, so Gen 5 remakes were, of course, being rumored during this time, which I guess potentially could have happened. I mean, Nintendo kind of, well, Pokemon kind of, they like to surprise their audience. I mean, they're not really as predictable for the most part. I mean, this year they kind of were. It was obvious we were going to get DLC, but Gen 5 remakes definitely seemed like something that could have happened. But alas, only one of these rumors came true. But these were just some rumors that I remembered seeing around during, before Pokemon Day. I don't know if I'll do a 2024 version, as I haven't really seen anything, but it was definitely fun covering some more rumors in the Pokemon series. But of course, with that away, that's the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll be back with a Halloween special for the Pokemon series tomorrow. So, goodbye.